perfect vibe.
This is it, everyone. We're getting to the last few days of wrapping up the car and revealing it to Fender.
In this episode, we're going to assemble the rest of the body of the car, including the interior.
We'll get the car looking right with a little bit of flat black paint and a custom stand for that '69 Stratocaster.
And speaking of, Ron finally unveils that custom Fender guitar. Here we go.
All right, well, how's it going?
It's going good.
Fender's coming, what, Tuesday?
Yeah, I know it looks a long way off, but you know, we're in the home stretch of the deal and we've got a lot of parts going to go on the car today. We're going to go back
all
to
this?
Yeah, all that. Because we got to fit the hood because tonight we're going to shoot the matte black, or Tony's going to shoot the matte black on it. So key for us today, get it together, get it out to him so it has time to dry so we can finish tuning in the car and checking everything one last time.
Everything works?
Yeah, so far.
Good.
Keep fingers crossed.
Yeah.
All right, look forward to it.
Yeah. Money. Good job.
So we're almost done with our '69 Fender Mustang build, and one of the last items we wanted to add was the classic instrument gauge package. Now, one reason, it's a major upgrade from what we had in the existing factory gauges, but two, it had an RPM gauge, a TAC, and we need that with the new motor to make sure the car is doing exactly what we want. So the updated gauges with the Fender logo just tie the inside of the car with the outside and give it that look we wanted. Now, we just need to get them in the car.
So I got selected to put the hood scoop on, drill the holes in the hood, which always sketches me out when I have to put holes in something that I just painted, which is fine. So I'll go ahead and I already measured it out, made sure everything was straight, centered, all that good stuff, marked the holes. Now it's time to do the deed and, you know, put a drill to it, see what happens. Hopefully it works out. The hood scoop is fitted and the stripes are laid. Normally I would paint the hood on the car, but I don't have that option right now. So I'll mix up the flat black paint and get it sprayed and back to the guys.
Well, we're nearing completion on our Fender Mustang. Got our Rocket Racing wheels wrapped in Continental Extreme Contact tires on. We're getting ready to put the fenders on the front, so I'm gonna put the back one on right now. This thing's gonna look sick on the ground.
All right, McGee. Last major piece to get this front end on. Come on back. Okay, we're good there. Okay, I'm gonna bring it back to me a little bit. So the gap back here, the door gap's a little bigger than what I like. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the bottom bolts, stabilize the fender, and then we'll start working it front to back.
Sounds good.
While the car's up on the lift, let's wrap up the exhaust. Now that I finished up the Speedway Motors exhaust, we'll pull this sucker down, get the front end assembled, and get it out to paint for final touches.
Time for car noises.
Yay. Brum
Do it.
brum. Brum
Stealthy.
brum. Brum brum brum. Brum brum. Brum. Paint is done.
And now that we're in the home stretch, let's get the custom guitar mount and the amp done.
You got it, boss. Coming to the final stages of the build. Of course, we need an air filter for our 5-tech system, and K&N, well, you know it's only the best. So let's get this sucker on there. Let's get ready to hit the road here in a minute. Once we put the hood on, I find the hole. Look at there. First try. Good to go. All right, boys. Let's get this hood on, get done with this car.
Okay, do you want the good news or the bad news first?
The bad news.
The last item on the car, the custom fender emblems, were delayed and they won't be here in time for the fender reveal.
So what's the good news?
We just built this badass car and it's done.
You know what else is badass? The '69 Stratocaster.
You know, you're right. Be sure to tune in next week as we unveil the '69 Mustang to Fender. But before you go, Ron finally unveils the Fender Custom Shop custom '69 Stratocaster.
It's gonna be sweet.
The 69 Stratocaster, based off of a Mustang fastback that Barrett-Jackson is resto modding. A couple elements, obviously the 3 tail lights. That was key to pick up on, and in this case it's 3 Eddie Van Halen or EVH pickups stashed underneath the 69 side markers, lenses, turn signal trem arm. That was a fun one. And the controls are much like the radio controls of a 69. Machined them to look exactly like the volume and tuner knobs on the radio, and then use the slick push button switching, which is just like the push buttons on the radio. Sterling silver Mustang inlay. Of course, for a 69, you have to have the big head. That's the key detail for a 69 Strat. And then high performance, some of the parts. Locking Spurzl tuners, 2-point trem. Have a 12-inch radius on here with a 6150 medium jumbo fret wire. It's got a Graphtec graphite nut, all for performance improvement. It's pretty slick. One little detail is the flat black horse and competition stripes, the pony. The hood of the 69 is going to be flat black also. So raven black body with a flat black hood. We match that here on this body with the stripes and the horse. I want to thank Barrett-Jackson Builds for this opportunity. I can't wait until the guitar meets the car.